Can you go on YouTube just to make sure it's working? It's on Curl BC's.
Yeah. Is that camera supposed to be like that?
Yeah, we're gonna change it right now. There we go.
Just gonna find.
I can do this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Top one's always going to be the blue.
I think so. He's got the rocks on there now too.
It's all over the place. There we go.
Nice.
Does your phone still?
Welcome inside the Real City Curling Club as we join you live from the second end of the men's semifinal here of the Anita Cochrane Memorial. Jordan Kiss alongside Chris Summers here for this one, and thank you for bearing through our earlier technical difficulties, but we are back and live. And in the first end was a score of 2 for Team Sato from right here at Real City. And we're currently now on second rocks as it's Josh Meeke getting set to throw.
It looks like they're trying to decide whether they want to make a play on that outside rock. It is covered up by a guard, or a little defensively. You got your two deuce in your first end.
They are going to like to play this hit on the outside yellow here on the 12 foot. Looks like it's edge on edge. So yeah, very delicate shot here for Team Sato. On the other side of the men's semifinal, on sheet 2, it is Team Caldwell versus Team Kamada. So both Japanese teams here at the Anita Cochrane making the playoffs.
It's great to see them. They had a good weekend so far, up against a couple of tough teams. The women's semifinals are also going on, with Team Calhoun playing Team Brian Jessup BMW, which is Sarah Daniels, and Team Richards versus Team Emily Bowles. We'll update you on the scores a little bit later.
As they do play the corner guard for Team Aoki, and Sato is going to ask Josh for the peel. Maybe if they can get that blue one out of the 4 foot. Wait, no, they are blue. Hold up here. They are going to play the draw for the guard.
We're still catching up on our technical difficulties. Yeah, they look like they're guarding up the center, trying to draw a play back to the middle of the rink, middle of the sheet.
Jacob on back on the left and Matthew McCready on the right. And that will come to us in the top of the 12-foot. Now, Timmy Aoki going to play the hit and roll, but not a lot of rings to roll here, Chris, to sit buried.
No, there isn't actually. I think the other thing is if you roll, you get that back one, and we'll just have to replace it. Looks like it's over curling a little bit. We're gonna roll out.
They will get the one in, roll out. Giving Team Sato the chance to put it right back, maybe a little higher this time. And as Matthew McCready will get set to throw his first here in the second, playing a new role this year after skipping for so many years, now playing third.
I think it's actually a very good change. Him and Hayato are good friends, and I think Hayato and Matthew have a very good relationship with him. You can see them being a 1A and 1B throughout the season.
Very strong backhand here on a junior men's side that is really open this year with Team Tardy not electing to play juniors and focusing on men. So the door is open. Of course, a chance to be the home team at the junior nationals this year in Langley. So
yeah, it's a huge opportunity for all the junior men's teams this year. Team Tardy has been the dominant team for the last several years here.
Of course, it is the first event on the BC Junior Curling Tour, presented by Bel Air Direct Insurance and Best Western. First of 5 events, teams will be able to gather points from their seeding in the events, and the top team on the men's and women's side will get that automatic berth in provincials, which will be in Victoria at the end of December and the beginning of January.
It's a little different this year because in previous years you used to have 2 berths coming out of the junior tour. This year it's just the one. They've added a berth into some of the regional events. They've split up a couple of the regional events, regional qualifiers this year.
After Team Aoki makes the peel, Team Sato is going to throw the guard one more time.
It's looking a little bit lighter than the first one. Now it's all about just getting in the right spot.
And it is does guard it, but it is high. Chance for Team Aoki here to maybe play some soft weight at this, Chris, and tap it out.
Yeah, I think it's one of your better chances to go for it. This is a tougher port to go through. I think the other way might be a little bit easier, but it's almost completely buried both ways, so I think this is a tougher shot, to be honest.
He's had a lot of curls so far over this weekend. Of course, Ken McCarter, the head ice tech, doing a great job giving these kids the best ice possible as well. They are brand new rocks. That one comes through the hole and will make contact.
Guards are going to have to be very tight to the rings to actually be useful here. Any high guard, it's going to be pretty easy to sneak around and actually get to the rocks, especially in this situation here. They could do the same shot. They could come the other way. I think they're going to try the same way. They saw it. Might as well play the same way.
It's another backline to hack weight shot here for Hayato.
Well, the good thing is he just saw the line.
Hayato, of course, a very decorated curler here in BC. Him and Josh won a gold medal at the Canada Winter Games in Red Deer last season with playing with Dawson Ballard and Troy Chong. They're on and off it right now. This one's starting to move on them. Did they wait too long?
It looks like they're by.
And they will.
But now it's about line. Matthew screaming at them of that one, but
Matthew screaming, what a surprise, Chris.
yeah, it's a bit of a shock. Yeah. You can hear them probably over in Vancouver from here, and that's about 15 kilometers away. So definitely they heard him.
Always makes his presence felt out there.
Oh yeah.
That's the passion he plays with.
Yeah, and that's what you need. I mean, you gotta love the sport, and he definitely loves the sport. He gets right into it.
And
So they're gonna do this again, by the looks of it. Same shot.
Rio Aoki for
A little more
his
weight.
team now.
It looks like it's curling up nicely.
It's got to get by that yellow one first.
There you go.
It will, but will it make enough contact? And almost the good thing you threw that up weight there is just enough to get that blue one out. And
Yeah, it's probably a little bit too much weight. I think they really wanted to stick around with that rock. I was a little surprised I threw with that. It gives Sato a chance to just draw in there and sink it in there again.
so they're going to play the come around here. Looks like they're going to opt to go as high as possible right now, just to make sure it's buried and Team Aoki can't blank. Of course, no rock is safe behind a guard here at the Anita Cochrane. Saying there is lots of line. Josh and Jacob on the broom. This one's got to move for them. And
It's looking pretty good. It has lots of good late finish here. So they have the same shot. Try and blank.
a little more difficult, a little more, I think, buried than the last time, but I think they're just playing a straight tap here, Chris, instead of going for the blank. A little safer here.
Yeah, it looks like by the ice they're calling. They're just trying to tap it back, get their one.
This one's just got to move for them right now. It's going to be close.
I don't know if they've got enough of it, but yes, they
They
have.
will.
There we go.
Get it out on the great shot there by Rio Aoki, and they will score their one here. And after two ends at the Anita Cochrane men's semifinal, it's Team Sato 2, Team Aoki 1.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
So an update of what's going on here, and on Sunday morning here at the Anita Cochrane in the seating pool on the men's side over on sheet 1, it's Dawson Ballard leading Johnson Tau 2-0. They're currently in the third, and it's actually 2-1 now. Over on sheet 2, it's the other men's semi. It's Team Caldwell up 1-0 on Team Kamada on sheet 2 as they get set for Skip Rocks. Over on sheet 3 on the other one of the women's semis, it's Team Brian Jessel BMW. RKA Team Daniels up. Team Calhoun just got 2 in the second end, so they're up 2-1. On sheet 5, the Second women's semi, it's Emily Bowles up 2-0 over Team Richard. And over on sheet 6 of the men's seeding pool, Team Carpenter is up 2-0 right now on Team Fay as they just finished the second end. Get set for the second of the lead rocks here in the third end. It's Team Aoki lead Hanuki Watanabe.
We would like to apologize in advance if we butcher anyone's name. We're working on it. We're working on it.
That one will slide on the other side of the forefoot, just behind the teal, and giving Team Sato a chance to hit and split the rings here.
Pretty good, actually. Probably bang on the nose, though. These boys do throw a lot of heat sometimes, probably a little bit too much on that one. But worked out well.
And the hit is made, and chance here for Team Aoki to play the hit and roll behind. Of course, hit and roll has been one of the most difficult shots on this ice this weekend.
It's so precise, and it's you don't get that broom in the right spot.
And yeah, the combination of the swinging ice plus these rocks are so lively because they are brand new.
Yeah, it's very difficult to make the perfect hit and roll. That was actually pretty good.
And this Team Sato still sitting one with the hammer. And they are going to play the come around.
Yeah, keep the rings split up, sit your two. You can get tuck up behind cover and make it so there's no easy double.
So it's coming in nicely by Josh Meeke.
They're looking very good for setting up their deuce here in this end. Hammer. Nicely placed.
Great shot there by Josh.
So there's choices to be made here. They're going to draw right around. You have to be careful with this shot. You don't get it in there. You could be giving up a 3.
Of course, the hit and roll even is even a dangerous shot. You risk the jam.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great options here. Hit nose may have been a better one. It's looking pretty good.
As this rock comes in and needs to sit down for him.
Looks like it's over curling. It's going to keep that blue. Just nudge it out a little bit.
We're putting a chance for Team Sato to play the hit here as they are sitting 2.
So it's fairly open. You can see about 3/4 of this rock on soft weight. They should be able to get to it. Just gotta get by that guard. They're close. Nice shot. This is an excellent shot.
Great shot there by Josh. We'll roll towards the center line as well, which is a good result now for Team Aoki. They have a couple options here. You have a hit and roll on the right here, which looks like what they're going to call.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of good options of places to hide to try and force here. They hit and roll. There's a very short run back off that center line blue.
We probably maybe consider trying to maybe a double here, at least try to limit the damage.
I would think so. There's probably a pretty good chance. There's even a shot for a triple, I think, the way it's set up right now. It'd be pretty hard.
If you really wanted to, you could definitely make a run at it.
I think looks like it's bang on the nose. A little bit of a roll, not much. It's about edge on edge, so I think you can get to this if you want to.
It's definitely curling enough. Like that. Go to the 12 foot there on the right.
It looks like he's playing up a little bit weight at this. And try and roll out a little bit, is my understanding. It makes it tougher for them to hide, for Team Aoki to hide somewhere.
This one's going to be close. They are by the guard.
Yeah, they want to roll out a little bit, make this roll a little bit tougher.
They will stick it on the nose, and they are sitting 3. Now, is there maybe a... Now, it could be used as a catcher for Team Aoki. But I feel if they make a play on this one on the center line and hit, it might jam on that yellow one on the 12 foot. Angles aren't looking too great now for Team Aoki. They're going to possibly play it the other way. Looks like that is there, so they're playing the inside roll here.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. There's a pretty good shot, actually, to try and
If
make
you
a
can
triple
make
here,
it.
too, right?
Yeah.
So, I think for the roll, that's the call. I think this is the call to get yourself bailed out of this.
You're just looking at the angles, maybe seeing if he can maybe clip the one on the 8 foot, or might even, like again, as I said earlier, you could just jam straight on that yellow one.
Yeah, that jam's pretty tough, but it is possible. But I mean, you know, I think you have to make a play and try and get 2 rocks out of there right now. They're thinking about it a little bit here first.
I think enough for them, it's just all about the angles. Team Aoki without the hammer here in 2, or excuse me, in 3. So it looks like they are gonna go with the original call here and play this kind of probably double. I would say that is the call, and then sit partially buried behind their own yellow.
That's an awful lot of ice. But make
It's
sure
definitely been curling out there. As you see, this rock doesn't have a lot of rotation to it.
Yeah, this is going to be bang on the nose by the looks of it.
We'll roll it a little over towards the left. But it's still Team Sato sitting 2 here with the hammer. As now Matt comes down to take a look at this. You are sitting 2 right now. If the original call was a hit here, do you maybe consider just drawing behind that yellow one? Or could that just kind of limit your chances of scoring a big end here?
Yeah, you know what? You could ignore this rock. It is a danger rock right now, so it is something that can be used and promoted. Either decision's a good one here. This is a little bit more conservative. That yellow rock in the back is wide open too, so if you sit there, they're still going to be forced to try and sneak around something or play a double.
Looks like it is just a nose hit here. Maybe I think a little roll towards the left. Try to eliminate the chance of the triple.
Spread those rocks out as much as you can, right?
This one's gonna move for them. This one is staying a little straighter, but he will make the roll. His Team Sato still sitting 2. Almost takes off that rock at the back 12, the yellow one there.
It's gonna be hard to get to now. It's an interesting decision here. They decide to hit and roll behind.
Do you have the double?
You make this shot, I think they're conceding the 2 right now.
Yeah, because if they do make this, they won't be sitting shot rock.
No.
Escape Rio Aoki. This one's gets by, and where will this yellow come to rest? We might try to get over and freeze, and they will roll over. And for Team Sato, another chance to hit and roll. Do you hit and roll behind the guard here, Chris, or you just roll over as far to the right? Maybe just get the 8-foot on the right side there, just to force them, Team Aoki, to make it a very difficult shot.
Yeah, I think, you know what, if you can get behind cover, great, but I think at this point, just a little bit of a roll. I mean, I think the hit behind cover might actually get that back yellow off too, so hit and roll might work for them. There's different options here. First things first, hit it nose, you're probably still second shot. Looks like you're still second shot, so.
Sato gets set to throw his first here in the third. This one will come and roll just a little bit and bite the center line for Team Aoki. You don't have much here.
Oh, it's a perfect spot for this rock.
There's not really a double. I don't know if the hit and rolls there, the one on 8-foot in there. Looking at maybe a very risky draw. Of course, these teams are on time clocks, each team given 32 minutes of thinking time with 2 90-second timeouts. 8 ends and 5 rock rule in effect.
No, a lot of great options here.
No, it's the hit and roll is extremely difficult. You can only see maybe what half that blue rock in the 8-foot. You can maybe try to play this thin double. Or you just, you could also just, just hit the one that Team Sato just threw, and just hopefully they don't make it. Hopefully they don't make a double and just give up your 2.
I think right now they'd be happy to give up 2. The way it's setting up now.
They are going to play this very tricky hit and roll. So they're going to hit the blue one here on the left side of the 8-foot, which is, as I mentioned, about half buried.
This is a tough shot. You clip that front one. I don't think it's the wrong call necessarily. You gotta make it. You can be a really good shot out of this.
It just, I think right now for them, it's a shot to sit one. This has got some weight to it. Needs to curl for him. Needs to curl.
I don't think he got
Needs
enough.
to curl, and it will go right through the hole. Now, is there a shot for 4 here for Team Sato, or are they just going to elect to play their draw for 3?
It's there, but it's a path they haven't thrown. They don't really know what it's going to do. I think the easy shot's getting the 3 here.
No, that's
a
what they are going to
huge
call.
3.
You're up 1, already guaranteed your 2. There's a draw for 3 here for Team Sato. It's the last rock here in the 3rd end. Sweepers are on and off it, which is always a good sign.
Pretty close.
Jacob and Josh just guide this one to the 8 foot. And they will get there. And is a score of 3 for Team Sato here in the 3rd end to take a 5-1 lead here in the men's semifinal of the Anita Cochrane Memorial.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Back here inside the Real City Curling Club, it's the men's semifinal here on sheet 4 at the Anita Cochrane Memorial. Jordan Kiss with Chris Summers here with you for this one. This first rock by Jacob Unback comes into the 4 foot, and for Team Aoki, it is going to be a corner guard. This one will slide into the 12 foot, a costly mistake here early on for Team Aoki. So I'm just going to play the hit here.
Yeah, you're up by 4. If they're going to slide in the rings, you better hit them out.
We'll hit and roll. Now, was hit and rolling out the right call in that situation, or do you want to maybe try to roll in and sit in front of your own?
I say the first rule is hit the rock and get it out of play, right? If you can roll in, great. But with the lead you have this early in the game, less rocks in play, the happier you probably are in the end.
Corner draw. Corner guard is thrown by Miki Watanabe. now on second stones here, it's Josh Mickey. Of course, son of Brian, who is a former Briar and World Champion back in 2000. With Brent Pearson and Greg McCauley. And their grandfather as well, Fuji.
Yeah.
Big curling family.
3 generations of curling there. All been very successful. Good throw.
Put that right on the forefoot and
Draw that play to that forefoot right to the center of the rings. Cut that ring off.
this will be another corner guard here thrown by Team Aoki. It's their second Izuki Maguiro.
So they chose to ignore it, throw up that corner guard. They really need to push now, being down by 4.
And corner is executed perfectly, and Hayato's going to look to throw the center guard here, maybe, Chris, instead of peeling one of those corners off.
I have a feeling someone might jump in front of him and tell him to peel that guard.
Well, looks like he did change his mind. He was going to maybe put his broom down for the center, because you're sitting quite nice.
You know what, at this point, with the lead you have, get rid of the guards.
Peel is made. They'll roll this blue as far out as they can, and it will just stick in. But pretty much a useless rock anyways. Does the job.
Yeah, good shot.
Another corner guard here for Team Aoki, and it is made again. So we got set for Matthew here. We know he can throw the big way. Do they try a double peel or just take the single?
Take one, I think, for now. Take that closer rock. That guard on the left side of the sheet, I think you can get around that no matter what anyway. So tighter guards are going to get you in trouble.
We're now on third stones here in the fourth. And the peel is made, and now Team Aoki going to go around the corner guard. Or maybe looks like they're going to sit on top of their top of the blue one there instead. Both calls not wrong, but is there one you maybe rather see them play here, Chris?
That's what they're most comfortable with. I think going around that corner guard to hide it perfectly is going to be tough. Right? You know, bump back those center rocks, sit in front, hopefully get a little bit of a miss.
So third, Sota Yamashita. And this one will be a little heavy, but go for Team Sato to make a play on it for Matthew. Just rip it out of there.
Yeah, if it clears off everything at this point, it's not a bad thing. Here comes a hot one. A little bit of a heater.
Matthew's favorite shot. Loves to throw the big way and throws it really well.
Yeah, if only our normal third could throw like that. Yeah.
Now they're going to like to go around the corner, Chris.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's kind of changing it up, and I'm not quite sure that's the right decision at this point, but
This one is a little wide. Needs to curl for them right now. It's still on the center as it crosses the hog line. It is good weight though. We'll sit on the tee line, but it is open for Team Sato.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy shot, I think. We should be able to get to this quite easily. They're just going to take a look at it. There's plenty of time.
Now, do you want to just sit on the nose here after you hit it, or do you maybe? I don't think you want to roll towards the middle here. You might leave a pocket.
Yeah, rolling towards center, you're going to roll behind the tee line. This gives them something to draw into. I'd almost be tempted to just roll right out with this. It looks like that's kind of what they're talking about.
At least get the yellow one out of there. That's priority number one. Right out of his hand. And they will make it as Matthew asked him just to clean it, and he will sit on the nose.
Yeah, that's better than rolling into that pocket for sure.
But it looks like here for Team Aoki, chance here to hit and roll and kind of sit, kind of like a hit and roll freeze. Almost would be the perfect shot. But he's going to elect to.
Oh, there's Matthew doing his best way to be friends.
This looks like Aoki here is going to, again, just draw to the blue rock on the top of the forefoot. Now, if you do make it, do you think Team Sailor would just put up a guard, and then what does Aoki have for his two?
Nothing. It'd be a very tough shot for two. It's, and this is a tough shot. If you don't put this in the right spot, you could be giving up a steal quite easily. This is an aggressive call, but you are down at this point. It's curling. That's unfortunate.
And we'll come out to the top of the 12th foot, and we'll be a guard for those two blues in the 4. And
there's a pretty good chance for a steal here for.
No, right now, if you're Team Sato, it's what do you want Ryo Aoki to throw here? Because he has a hit and roll right now on the left side. Or he has this run back on his own.
Almost time to just kind of go a little bit to the left side there and block everything, right? Right up, you put a rock right up where that AN is. What does that leave him? A pretty tough tap back. Yeah, like right there, right where Jacob's pointing his broom there.
Right there, they force him to play that run back.
Yeah, it leaves very little left for him. You can even bite the 8-foot there and sit forward and put a lot of pressure on him. Oh,
they're going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, just to see where exactly to put that rock.
We've coached them today is Brent Pierce. As him and Brian split the coaching duties as they will have to call their first of 2 90-second timeouts. So for Team Sato, it's just, I think it is just, what do you want Aoki to throw here?
Yeah, I think the best place is if you can just get on that CanStar logo right between the A and the N, maybe bite the 8-foot. It leaves them very, very little. Yeah. I want
to take this time to thank some of our sponsors here at the Anita Cochrane Memorial. I'd like to thank the Bassett family, Bel Air Direct Insurance, Westminster Savings, Padro's Fish and Chips, Refresh Carpet and Upholstery Care, and Boston Pizza. It's the men's semi-final here at the 5th annual Anita Cochrane Memorial, the first event on the BC Junior Curling Tour. And for the first time here on the men's side, somebody that's not Tyler Tardy or myself will win this event.
Wow, that's
Had to bring it in
a
there.
little pat in the back. Well, you know, it's not an easy event to win, so it's good to see.
Lots of good teams.
They're back to thinking of the shot we were talking about. And being light there is actually a good option too. It still makes it a tough shot, block that pass. But yeah, they're pointing right to the AN, and then maybe a little bit in front. It's just a shot you don't want to be deep on.
Just an update over on the other men's semifinal. It's currently a 3-2 lead for Team Kamada against Team Caldwell. Currently playing in the 4th end. And on the women's semifinal, it's between Team Brian Jessel BMW and Team Calhoun, and it is 3-3 after 4. And over on sheet 5 in the other women's semi, it's a score of 1 for Team Emily Bowles, as they will now trail 4-3 after 4 over Team Richards. So they are just playing the guard here.
Yeah, it's all about blocking that line. I mean, sure, probably a hair lighter than they wanted, but just get it in there. And it's a really good spot. There is a hit. You can probably get to that.
I think he does have both options right now, but
Yeah.
that run double here is the easiest.
I think so.
Right on the nose, maybe a little bit towards on the inside. We'll get both those. Well, no, actually, I think the real thing I never really noticed is you play this run back here, you might not sit shot.
Nope. I don't think so, actually. It's pretty tough. I think the hit and roll off that outside blue might be easier.
It's still there, yeah.
I mean, it's there.
Like, yeah, but
There's no good options here. It's all tough ones.
and it is against 3, already down 4.
Might be a short game for us. Reduces my opportunities to talk trash. Unfortunately. So, it's tough. It's a tough selection here, right?
Yeah, it looks like this hit and roll. The hole is still there.
It is there.
It
You
is
have to
there.
throw a little bit of weight at it.
You do have a catcher there, so it's
Yeah. You hit. Yeah, I just don't know if you're going to be shot, like you said, on that run back.
I don't think so. You're gonna have to roll in, and it's impossible to roll in
Yeah.
and be shot after that. So it's hit and roll here through the port for a single here for Team Aoki. And it is a big one here in the 4th.
This is tough. This whole end just kind of with those first 2 rocks in the 4-foot. You knew the play was going to come back to center.
It just goes to show the importance of lead rocks.
So they're throwing, looks like a little bit of weight at this. They're throwing a lot of weight at this. Looks pretty clean.
It's gonna be close. I think it's gonna move form a bit, and it will just hit the nose, and it will be a steal of 2 for Team Sato here in 4. We'll have a 5-minute 4th end break, and we'll be back very soon with 5th end action here in the men's semifinal of the Anita Cochrane Memorial.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Whoa.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You gotta see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Back here in New Westminster at the Anita Cochrane Memorial here at the Royal City Curling Club. It's the first event on the BC Junior Tour, and on the men's semi-final here we're on sheet 4. It's 7-1 for Team Sato over Team Aoki after 4. Jordan Kiss alongside Chris Summers with you. And it's first rock for Team Sato. Comes to the top 8 foot from Jacob. An important end here for Team Aoki, Chris.
Yeah, you need to generate something. I think 2 points is enough right now.
Still have 4 ends. Time is ticking away.
But stranger things have happened.
Definitely have.
It is junior curling, so every once in a while, even though I'm not expecting Team Sato to let up off the gas here. They're going to play it careful, but they're going to make it difficult for Team Aoki to come back.
Jacob Umbach now. His second rock here in the 5th. Back on the competitive scene this year after taking a year off.
Great rock. Hair deep, but it's right where it needs to be. They're going to ignore it and try and go around that corner probably by the looks of the call.
They're going to come around the corner guard. We'll play short of the rings here, so Team Sato can't peel.
You don't want this in. Good shot.
Well, come up just short. Got a great shot there. And now for Team Sato. Do you put a guard on the center line? Do you maybe Hayato throwing it through the rings, or?
Yeah, that's you hear Matthew through the glass saying, "I'll go through," and I think that's what they decided.
Guess for them, yeah. It's like, where else do you put it? That couldn't be a useful stone for Team Aoki here. For them, the more the rocks they have to, draw behind or sit on, the better.
You got 2 rocks in a perfect spot right now. Don't add anything to it. It's unusual having your second throwing up through on the first rock, but in this situation, it's not a bad decision.
Team Aoki here, another chance to draw around those 2 corner guards.
Looking a little bit light. Are they going to wick off that guard? Yes, they are.
And they'll be short of the rings. Now for Team Sato, which one do you peel? Do you peel a high one here, or you just take the one that Team Aoki just threw?
You might be able to get both if you hit it right. It's probably going to crash into yours too, or your shooter's going to crash into your own rocks, but that's fine. Clear them off. Get one for sure. Even if you roll it towards your 2 rocks in the rings there.
He will come to the inside, and he will sit there, giving an opportunity here for Team Aoki to come around again.
Unfortunately, that's not the way you wanted to miss that shot.
Come to the inside.
He sets up now a bunch of guards that it's going to be almost impossible to peel. So
Opportunity here for Team Aoki.
you tuck it behind here, you're going to have your chance for your deuce at the very least. Lots of room. You're sweeping for late right now.
It's gonna be
Really
close.
good,
It's got a
yeah.
curl for them too. What a great shot there by second Yusuke Meguro.
Half buried. I think they could try and get to it if they wanted to. Oh, he's elected to peel that front one off. Interesting.
Now we'll keep in this front one right now. I don't think it'll make that yellow one in the rings more accessible,
No,
but just maybe giving them more options later on if they need to.
that's what I'm thinking.
Now it makes that blue one accessible to run back if they have to. He's
You
got to
might
hit
get
it
these
first, but
ones.
hit the blue and jam.
That's actually a pretty good miss.
That is good. It does take that blue one off from the back four there now. A little harder freeze for Team Aoki. But they will play the corner guard once more.
I think they kind of have to here. It's not really their shot rock. Their third shot rock's not guarded right now. It's not really set up really well for two at the moment.
This one will come to rest or the rings, but maybe a double here. Do you attempt the double or you just go for the straight peel here, Chris?
I try to double. I mean, if you get the peel, I mean, Matthew's a pretty good thrower. On our team, I don't think we'd have a chance. On regular men's team, if our back end was throwing this, but
Trash talk there, Chris.
oh yeah, just a little bit. Oh, it was a pretty good shot though. I mean, peel the guard was the key.
That was a jump. It's going to be another corner guard here. Now, how many more corner guards for Team Aoki do you just throw this one, and on the skip rocks you maybe play those two blues, or do you wait till your last?
I think you're gonna have to play on your first skip stones if you put this guard in the right spot. I mean, they are set up for a double. Keep guarding that one. You maybe can go to your last stone to do that, but.
This one's coming in a little deep. Trying to line them up here. It's got to curl a bit, but it will slide just short of the house. But a makeable double here for Hayato.
Yeah, you wanted that just a little bit higher.
And now sitting two without the hammer here in the fifth, up by 6 points. Of course, we'll have the finals here for you at 12 o'clock on sheet 4. It will be the women's final. And currently in the women's semis on sheet 3, Team Brian Jessel BMW and Cyril Daniels hold a 5-3 lead over Team Calhoun, and on sheet 5 in the fourth end, it's Team Richards up 4-3 over Emily Bowles.
And they managed to peel the guard off. Unfortunately, they've kind of rolled into a wave. jiggle the rocks around a little bit. That's setting them up actually really well. If they can freeze in this corner here.
It's a lot of ice too. At the edge of 12 foot to come all the way across center.
Yeah, now they've adjusted slightly. I still think it's a lot of
still.
ice. It's swingy ice, but I don't think it's that swingy. It's probably about a foot too much ice. We'll see where it goes though.
The wait and see, but it is a freeze here for Team Aoki to sit in the pocket.
A little inside, so that's a good thing. And with that soft handle, this rock will, a little less rotation, this rock will walk sideways.
Mine is there, just gotta make sure the weight's right and sweepers are on it. It's gonna be close. Or is he gonna just, oh, and he's gonna, that should do the job.
I think so.
There's a chance it might slide up, but it's a great shot by Rio Aoki.
Yeah, it's in a good little pocket there. There's no real easy way to remove it.
So it's a hit here for Hayato, and maybe possibly roll in. So at least, worst case to do is just limit the damage. It'll be, again, a worst case score of 2 for Team Aoki. So they will just play the easier shot here.
Got to curl up a little bit more. I think he's got part of it. I think he's actually pretty close.
So now we'll come across and he will make contact. It does end up sitting 2, and
It's actually a really good
that's
shot.
a perfect shot at a tough double here for Team Aoki to
I don't think there
score
is a
2.
shot.
I
think the best they're going to get is 1 here.
if you make the double, you're gonna roll out. I think right now you want to score.
Yeah, that was an excellent shot. It turned out really well for Sato.
I don't see anything for 2. They will call a timeout.
And I'm guessing from what the coach is saying, I don't know why they're calling a timeout right now, because there's not a lot of options. Yeah, they see it.
This is a separation control on the right side. Double them out on the high side, stick down on the rings on the right.
I think you're rolling out. If you're trying, suggestion was made, you hit a high side, so on the left side of the rock on the screen here.
I think all they have is that draw to the button.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think you roll out if you try the double. Unless you get, well, I think you're still going to roll too much if you try a soft weight tap or a backline board weight double.
Like, you just got to get him out of the 4-foot, but it's also where is your shooter going to go?
Yeah, and I think your shooter's going to roll with these rocks being so lively. You couldn't ask for a better shot from Sato. It was an amazing shot. So. Good judgment on line call and all that. If only I could play with guys that could judge line.
It's tough playing with Will Sutton and Cody Johnston every week, I guess.
Yeah, well, what I really want to say, I probably can't say on air.
But of course, your team will represent BC at the Club National Championships later on this year.
Everyone gets lucky once. We got lucky a few times, so.
Update on the other men's semifinal on sheet 2. It's Team Kamada with a 5-2 lead over Team Caldwell. They're currently in the 5th end. But a tough situation here for Team Aoki. Down 6 in the 5th. easy shot for two. Looks like they're gonna look for it. They're gonna go for it here. It's all or nothing right now for them. You're down.
Yeah, getting one at this point, I don't think helps them much. So try and get your juice somehow. I think they're gonna. They only get a one at this point. I think the game's pretty much over.
I think you're more likely to score one here playing this double than you are to get two.
Not a lot of good options.
They are gonna make a run at it here. It's the double for the score.
All right, here we go. They're gonna try this.
This could be the game here, Chris.
Yeah, this is a tough shot. Nose hits the steal. Anything inside's a steal. He's throwing a missile down here. And I think he's got the one, but he's not going to get both.
Two. He will just slide across. Great chance there, but it is a steal of one for Team Sato. And we'll go 8-1 here. After 5 ends of the men's semifinal of the Anita Cochrane.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight. You got to see this. Look. 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 Look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.
Sixth end underway here at the Anita Cochrane Memorial. It's the men's semifinal. Join a kiss with Chris Summers as Team Sato has an 8-1 lead. And they are the home team in this event.
I would say they're probably one of the favorite teams, if not the favorite team, that come out of BC this year for the junior provincials.
They have lots of expectations, very high expectations for Team Sato.
Very, very good team. Well coached.
So they're gonna play the hit here for Team Aoki.
That's interesting. I maybe just playing this out because that makes a little sense.
I think that's what it is. So it's gonna be a hit for Jacob. Just hit and roll out of the rings.
I think the coaches decide that the team is just playing this out and he's not charting this anymore. So hopefully they still try and get a deuce here. They've got one more game to play. They are playing regardless if they win or lose. So play it out right, or they're just gonna. Oh no, they're playing another hit. Interesting.
It looks like they have accepted their fate here in the semifinal. of the women's semis. It's an update. It's Team Richards now up 6-3 over Emily Bowles as they play the 6th. And in the other women's semis still 5-3 for Sarah Daniels and Brian Jessel BMW. Now one in the 6th end as well as they get set to play Skip Stones. Team Aoki here. Gonna sweep this one into the rings.
Yeah, they've definitely accepted their fate. They're just playing this out by the looks of it, getting a little feel for the ice.
Trying to get the draw weight down.
And they slid that just like very deep.
Finish off strong as they are playing the 3-4 game later this afternoon. McCready will, Josh with the throw, and will stick it right on the nose.
I'm sure Josh will never forgive you for calling him Matthew.
He doesn't have to know.
It's being recorded. You don't think I'm not going to send that clip to him?
Can't wait to feel the wrath of Josh Mickey.
He might say a bad word. I doubt it, but he might.
Of course, Josh, one of the nicest guys around.
It looks like we're going to have a home club team in the finals here for the men's juniors, Anita Cochrane. Sato is putting a wrap on this game now.
We'll have to just throw this through, try to get a feel for the line, and right down the center line. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here at the Anita Cochrane Memorial, the Bassett family, Bel Air Direct Insurance, Westminster Savings, Hadjo's Fish and Chips, Refresh Carpet and Upholstery Care, and Boston Pizza.
And I'd like to give a special shout out to all the volunteers, everyone who spends their own time, to come out and either coach or run the time clocks. This is a timed event. Us guys behind the microphone and cameras here, all the people that make this event such a great event. It's as close to a provincial event as we can get them. It's a fantastic thing, and really, without the volunteers, this isn't possible.
Yeah, Steve Kopp, one of them, he's organized it all here this week, put in a lot of time.
He sent me a text about 11:30 last night as they're trying to figure out the playoff draw. It's like, this team's going here, can you get a hold of them? So it's great. I mean, just the amount of work that everyone puts into it is just amazing, and Steve's the ringleader for quite the circus here.
Of course, the next event on the BC Junior Tour will be the Golden Years Cash Spiel on Maple Ridge on Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I'll be coaching that weekend with Team Taylor on the girls' side of things.
It'll be the first junior event on the tour in Maple Ridge.
Yeah, they have a really good turnout. I heard there's 14 women's teams, and I'm not sure the number of men's teams, but hopefully it'll be just as busy as this event. We're looking forward to it. That'll be our first event for the year.
Which as well happened on Thanksgiving weekend on the men's and women's tour. It'll be the Driving Force Abbotsford Cash Spiel, so the Lower Mainland will be the curling hub over Thanksgiving. there will make contact with the blue and roll out. And yeah, we're already down, getting ready to throw. Toss this one through. Jacob with the clean, and Team Aoki looks like they're just gonna throw through as well. And
No, I think
or
they're
no, they're drawing. No,
they're
he's gonna
drawing.
draw.
They're
Looks like
gonna
the
draw.
third wanted to play the throw through, but the skip.
At that point, why throw? You shake hands if you're gonna do that. So get a feel for draw weight. A little extra practice doesn't hurt.
There's Team Aoki, young team from Japan. Always good to see the international competition. Great
It
for
looks
them
like
to come out.
Team Kamada is having a very good game against Team Caldwell.
They're up 5-2 as they play third stones here in the sixth. And a great draw there over on the women's semifinal by Team Calhoun through the hole to score her single. And now it'll be Team Daniels up 5-4 with Hammer going into 7. And it is a final here for Team Sato. They will advance to the final on the men's side. They will play the winner of Team Caldwell or Team Kamada. But that will do it for us now. Women's final will be up at 12 o'clock. It'll be either Team Brian Gissel BMW or Team Calhoun versus Team Richards or Team Emily Bowles. But from Chris Summers and myself, Jordan Kiss, thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you again very shortly.
Miles ago, champ.
Shouldn't we be going faster?
Nah, with Bel Air Direct, you can save money on your optional car insurance by driving safely.
Up to 25%. Slow and steady, champ.
Save up to 25% for safe driving on your optional car insurance with Bel Air Direct.
Woo-hoo. Sick fight, you gotta see this. Look, 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 look.
Shh. I'm saving money.
Save up to 25% on your optional car insurance for safe driving with Bel Air Direct.